Hi, so in today's video, we're going to talk about creative and artistic brains and how they can sometimes lack focus and jump around from one thing to another. So if that sounds like you, stick around for this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and that little bell notification so that you find out when I release new content that will help you make more sales in an aligned way in your art business. So yes, Amanda Heath, founder of the Thriving Artist Business School, and today we're talking about creative brains that lack focus. Hands up if you are one of those. I mean, I have probably a million ideas a day, and sometimes it is just you want to unzip your head and climb out of it. And it applies in our art business and in our art itself. We want to try so many different things. We want to try so many different styles, and that's brilliant. Also, the same thing with our business. We tried this thing one day and we tried that social media platform the next day, and we jump around everywhere. The trouble with that is it confuses us and it confuses our customer. So let's deal with the art side of things first, a lack of focus in our art. So as I said, we want to try new materials, we want to try new techniques, we want to explore different subjects, and that is just part of being a creative person, and that is brilliant. We shouldn't be forced to create the same thing again and again and again for years to come unless you actually enjoy doing that, you enjoy that repetition. But what a lot of artists do is they throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at their social media and at their website in the hope that it will show a very wide and diverse range of skills. What it actually does is make us look more amateur, and also it confuses the hell out of our customers, because if you are interested in floral watercolours and then suddenly somebody comes at you with a gothic pencil sketch or a neon abstract, it's a completely different audience, completely different message is needed, and somebody will not know what to expect from you, and confused people don't buy. Also, galleries will not, if you're looking for gallery representation, they are also confused. They're looking for consistency and somebody with a recognisable style. Now, by style, and I'm going to come to this shortly, it doesn't mean, like I said, we have to stick to the same thing forever. What it means is, in fact, so let's cover it now. What it means is having a style is more about process and your why. What drives you as an artist, what motivates you, what you're inspired by. Because when you are clear on your why, it's kind of like your lighthouse or your anchor. Everything you explore comes from that same visual standpoint. An example of that is if you are an artist and your why was energy, you're fascinated with energy in all its forms, tranquility, vibrancy, effervescence, all kinds of things like that, then when you paint subjects, you could paint a human figure, you could paint the sea, you could paint a still life, a vase of flowers. If you are coming at it from a place of energy, and that's what inspires you, your marks are going to look very different, your colours are going to look very different, the way you approach the canvas or the piece, whatever your kind of medium is going to be very different to somebody, let's say, who is interested in graphic shape and form, and that's how they kind of see the world visually. So if they painted a person or the sea or a still life vase of flowers, they would do it in a very graphic way and it would have their signature. So they can still explore different materials, they can do oils, watercolours, whatever it may be, and they can still explore different subjects as we've just discussed, but it still has their signature approach and their signature kind of visual appearance. So staying focused, really important if we want to not confuse our customers, which hopefully that's what we want to do because we want them to buy. And in terms of the business side of things, that consistency and focus is important as well, because what I see quite often is people trying different things, and they try one social media platform, or they try Etsy for a little while, or they try this and try that, and they don't give it long enough or go deep enough to make it work, and jump around thinking, well, I tried that, it didn't work, I tried this, it didn't work, and nothing is going to work if we only give it, a couple of days or a couple of weeks, or, we just don't give it the opportunity to evolve, to breathe, to formulate, and to really take shape. So focus in our business and focus on our art style or approach is really, really critical for success. So I've talked about it in other videos as well. It's having that focus on your end goal. What is it I want to achieve? What business, what art business looks right for me and feels right for me? It might not be the same as anybody else. That doesn't matter. It's you that we're interested in, and it's your business that I enjoy helping artists create. And then once you've identified what it is that is your ideal, then you work backwards from that. You reverse engineer it and you say, okay, so this is how I'm going to achieve that. And you stay laser focused. Within that, you can have fun, you can experiment with your materials, but don't digress from your why, your approach, your passion, because that will start to go off on a sidetrack. And in terms of the business, don't only dip your toe into something. Give one thing your all, say for about 90 days. Really, if you choose Instagram, really master Instagram. 90 days, show up consistently with focus and watch the results, as opposed to thinking, I'm going to do Instagram, I'm going to do YouTube, I'm going to do Facebook, I'm going to do TikTok, and we just burn out. It's exhausting, it's not fun, and it doesn't work. So yeah, creative brains, wonderful things, but also they can be the bane of our life when we don't kind of rein it in a little bit and keep that focus. So hopefully that was useful and gave you a couple of tips. If you would like more, then I have a free masterclass for simple steps to making consistent art sales, how you do that. And also I go into a little bit of detail on some of the pitfalls that I see that hopefully you can avoid. So that's all for me for now. Do check out my other videos as I release content weekly.